birds build many types of nests. Well, some birds don't build nests at all. They just lay their eggs in a scrape in the ground. But other birds, like hummingbirds, build these really delicate and intricate structures out of lichen and moss that they wrap together with spider webs that sticks it together. So that's very camouflaged against a tree branch, and a really interesting use of spider webs. Hummingbird duct tape. Here's other kinds of nests that birds might build. This is from a wren that builds a little dense nest out of moss on the ground. And this is probably the ultimate in bird nest building. This comes from a weaver bird in Africa. It's suspended from the tree like this, and the bird weaves together blades of grass, almost like knitting, with knots and going back and forth to make this solid structure with a tube at the bottom. So the bird will enter up through this tube runway and lay its eggs in this chamber of the woven nest. And this is highly safe from predators. So there's very few predators that can follow that move up through the bottom of the nest and get to the eggs. Female weaver birds select males based on their nest. And if a female visits one and rejects him, then he clips the nest down and starts again. Poor guy. There's two things that birds look for when placing their nests. One is to be safe from predators, and the other is microclimate. So often, unless they're in the bare open ground, a bird will look for a shrub or a bush to put its nest beside. So especially in open grassland areas, it might nest against a tuft of grass that provides it shade in the afternoon and shelter from the prevailing winds. And in a forest, it'll often look for a dense cluster of vegetation in the bushes so it can conceal and hide its nest in the vegetation. And then, like we saw, some of the materials used to build the nests themselves are quite camouflaged, so it makes them difficult for predators to find. The tiny hummingbird nests are built on the top of branches, but to protect the birds from the hot sun, there's often an overhanging branch right over the incubating female that helps to shade her in the midday so she doesn't get too heat stressed. So yeah, they can choose microsites within the environment that optimize the temperature during the day at the nest.